Good morning students, this is Prema, your biology teacher from BRGS. Welcome to my biology class. Today's topic is improvement in food resources. How to improve the food. How to improve the food resources. Okay, in the last class we already learned about the fertilizers and also different types of manure. Yes or no? In this class we are going to study about the crop protection improvement. Which are the methods used to control the problems. Okay, we can study here. Along with that, post control during growth and also the how to storage the grains for the future use. We can study here. Okay, let's move on to the protection improvement. To protect crops against diseases caused organisms and other harming factors is called as crop protection. What do you mean by crop protection here? We have to protect the crops from the diseases or disease caused organism, that means pathogens. Okay, that we call it as crop protection. Here, so different methods are we are using for the controlling of the problems in the crop area. Okay, which are the methods? See here, methods used to control the problems. Which are the methods? There are two methods are there. Post control during growth. Second one is storage of grains. By these two methods we are controlling the problems in the crop area or in the crop yield. First one, that is post control during growth. Post means after yield, that we call it as post control during growth. Pest is only destructive organisms which can destroy or harm crops or products obtained from them. Here only the pest or the destructive organism, that means that is only the affecting to the yields or the crops, okay, that obtained from the crops, that we call it as post control during growth. That means pest is only destructive organisms which can destroy or harm crops or products obtained from them. Here two types of pests are there. Which are those? Weeds and also the pathogens. These are the two types of pests. First one is weeds. What do you mean by weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants in the cultivated field. For example, xanthium. This is the weed. This unwanted plant which is grown along with the crops, that we call it as weed. Unwanted plants. Second one is pathogens. What do you mean by pathogens here? Any organisms such as bacteria, fungi and viruses which cause diseases in plants are called pathogens. These are the organisms. These are the foreign substances which cause the disease to the crop plants, that we call it as pathogens here. For examples, bacteria, fungus and also viruses, example for the pathogens here. They are transmitted through air, water, also through the soil. These are the different media that causes the diseases to the crops. Next come to the storage of grains. How to store the grains? Here so many methods are there for the storage. For getting seasonal foods throughout the year, they are stored in safe storage. But during storage of grains, they can be destroyed and wasted by various means. We have to store the grains for the future uses. Okay, for that reason, the storage is very important. Okay, here the problems are there. That is biotic problem, also abiotic problems. There are two types of problems while we are storing the grains. First one is biotic problem. What do you mean by biotic problem? Due to living organisms like insects, birds, mites, bacteria and fungus. These are the living organisms which affect to the crops while storage, that we call it as biotic problems. Second one is abiotic problems. What do you mean abiotic factors? These are the non-living thing See here, due to the non-living thing or factors such as moisture, inappropriate temperature, etc. These are the non-living things which affect to the crops during storage. These factors affect quality degradation, loss in weight and change in color, poor germinability. These are the different types of problems while storage of the grains. Next come to organic farming. This is also very important factor. Use of fertilizers and pesticides has their own disadvantages. We know that fertilizers and also the pesticides, they have their own characteristics. Okay, advantages also there, disadvantages also there. We are concentrating only on the disadvantage here. They cause pollution, damage soil fertility in long run, that affect the soil, that inhibits the fertility of the soil and also cause the pollution. Grains, fruits, vegetables obtained many contain harmful chemicals in small amount. Okay, all the vegetables, fruits, okay, they contain little or minimum amount of chemicals by these fertilizers and also the pesticides. Organic farming is a farming system with no or very little use of chemicals like fertilizers and also pesticides. We are using fertilizers and also pesticides that contain very low quantity or little amount of chemicals. Otherwise, we are using chemical free substances for the crops, that we call it as organic farming. Here, so many ways are there to protect food grains before they are stored for future use. Okay, before storage of the grains, we are using different ways to protect the food grains. These are some ways are there. There are drying, maintaining of hygiene, fumigation and also the storage devices. These are the different ways to protect food grains before they are stored for future use. First one is drying. The food grains should be properly dried in the sun. Next one is maintaining of hygiene. We have to maintain the hygienic condition in the storage area. The grains must not contain insects. The godowns should be cleaned well. The cracks in the roof and on the walls and floor should be sealed completely. So third one is fumigation. Godowns and stores should be properly sprayed with fumigants. Fumigant, that means the heating substances. Okay. Especially the seeds should be treated with insecticides and fungicides. Next, fourth one, that is storage devices. We are using different types of instrument for the storage. Cleaned and dried grains should be stored in gunny bags or other proper bags. Airtight, moisture resistant and temperature resistant storage devices have been developed by the various organizations. We are using different types of techniques or different types of instruments for the storage of the food grains for the future use. These are the different ways to protect food grains before they are stored for the future use. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.